Hey guys, welcome to Ignite India Education, and today we will be discussing about the current affairs of 2021 for NIFT and NID examination. So all of you who are going to give your NIFT and NID examination, be ready with this question and answer session, and we hope that this will help you a lot. So before starting with the question and answers, we need three things from you guys. First, take a pen and paper, note down each and every point which you find important and keep a track of that. Second, after each and every question, pause the video, try to solve the answer and then match it with the correct answer. And in this way, you can make an assessment of your improvement. We'll be bringing similar kind of videos soon, so you can see your progress in the upcoming videos as well. So without wasting any time, let's move on to our first question. Hope this video will help you a lot and you will find it interesting. And our first question tells, who authored the book Big Billion Startup, the Untold Flipkart Story that owned the GAJA Capital Business Book Prize 2020? Is it Vinod Mehta? Is it Prem Prakash? Is it Mihir Dayal? Is it Chitra Subramaniam? So students, please now pause your screen and think of the answer. Okay, now let's check out what the answer to this question is. The answer to this question is Mihir Dayal. So all the students who have thought about Mihir Dayal is right, and this is the correct answer for you. Now let us look at the explanation of this answer. Big Billion Startup, the Untold Flipkart Story, written by the investigative journalist Mihir Dayal, is a definitive account of the biggest startup that refined or redefined India's e-commerce. The book was announced as the winner of the GAJA Capital Business Book Prize 2020. And you can see a pic of the book here as well. The Flipkart Story, Big Billion Startup by Mihir Dayal. Wow, it's really a very good book, and we suggest you must go through the book if you are interested in this kind of marketing and startup business. So, okay, now let us move on to the next question and check out what the second question is. So here is your second question. Recently, in January 2021, Cabinet Committee on the Economic Affairs increased the MSP of dash in the line with 1.5 times the average cost of production. Is it groundnut and sale? Is it copra? Is it sunflower? Is it masoor? Or is it soybean? Now again, pause your screen and think of the answer. Okay, let us look at the answer to this question. The answer to your second question is copra. Now, the explanation to the answer. Based on the recommendations of the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices, CACP, Cabinet Committee of Economic Affairs, CCEA, has given its approval for the minimum support price, MSP, of the copra for 2021 season. In this regard, the MSP for fair average quality FAQ of milling copra is increased by rupees 375 to rupees 10,335 per quintal. Wow, that's really a great increase. You must keep in mind this figures in rupees. The MSP for ball copra has been increased by rupees 300 to 10,600 per quintal. The increase is on line with the principle of fixing the MSP at a level of at least 1.5 times the All India weightage average cost of production. Now, two things to note here is that the milling copra is increased by rupees 375 to 10,335. So the price which has increased now is 10,335, and there is an increasing amount, or the increment in the amount is rupees 375. The previous price was not 375. So this is a common mistake which students might do. For the second thing, the MSP for ball cobra has been increased from rupees 300 to rupees 10,600. So over here also the new price is rupees 10,600. Previous was 10,300. There is an increment of rupees 300. Hope it is clear to all of you. And now we will move on to the next question. You can pause your screen and note down these explanations, which is very much important for your upcoming examination. Okay, now let us move on to the next question. That is question number 3. Now what does question number 3 tells? Okay, so question number 3 tells, recently in January 2021, which state became the first in India to have 2 airstrips on expressways for emergency landing and takeoff of fighter planes? Is it Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Assam, or Uttar Pradesh? So it's a very important thing related to the Indian defense. You must keep in mind this kind of important topics which has been held on the Jan of 2021, and also we will be releasing a new video on the February 2021 up current affairs. Keep a watch of that, and these are the most important questions for your upcoming examination. So you can pause your screen and think of the answer. And now we will move on to the answer to this question. Okay, now the answer to the question. The answer to the question is Uttar Pradesh. And the explanation to the answer will be, with the completion of the construction of the 3,300 meter long airstrip near KUREBHAR on PURVANCHAL Expressway, Uttar Pradesh has become the first state in the country with 2 airstrips on expressways to facilitate emergency landing and takeoff of fighter planes. So during any kind of security reason or any kind of issues with the fighter jets or any kind of defense related issues, the fighter planes can land on the expressways inside the country, the city of Uttar Pradesh. Sorry, the state of Uttar Pradesh. So you must keep in mind this, and this is a very, very important question for your examination as well. So now let's move on to the 4th question. Okay, the 4th question tells, what was India's FDI rate for 2020 as per UN Conference on the Trade and Development's 30th Global Investment Trends Monitor? Increased by 3%, second option decreased by 42%, third option increased by 42%, and fourth option decreased by 8%, fifth option increased by 13%. Now, while answering any question, you must keep in mind that you first of all read the question and each and every word properly from the first word to the last word of the question properly and with full focus, because sometimes what happens in a hurry, when you miss some word and the question turns to something else. For example, in this question, the second and the third option both are 42%. One is increased, one is decreased. Now in hurry you might change the option to something else. You thought of that the answer will be 2 and you wrote it 3, or you thought that the answer will be 3 and you by mistake wrote it as 2. So don't do this. Stay focused and do the answer. Okay, so now it's time for you guys to pause the screen and we will move on to the answer to the question. Okay, let us see what the answer is. The answer tells option 5th, increased by 13%. Explanation is, in accordance with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD's 30th Global Investment Trends Monitor, after the 1990s, the year of 2020 saw a fall down in global foreign direct investment FDI, which decreased 42% to $859 billion from $1.5 trillion in 2019. contrarily, India saw a 13% increase in FDI to $57 billion, which was driven by the investment in the digital sector, apart from FDI in digital sector. Another key reason for the FDI rise in India is merge and acquisition M&A, as cross-border M&A sale grew 83% to $27 billion. So these are very important figures which you must remember and always must keep in mind for your examination. And also these are some things if you are interested in with the country's political scenario or financial scenario. Many of you already know this because there are students I have seen who already know these things. They are keeping a track of this. This is just a kind of daily basis. If you follow the newspaper, if you go through some kind of articles, depending on your interest, you keep a track of that. A student who is interested in a particular field or in a particular arena, they keep a track of that and they are always notified with the upcoming scenarios or with the upcoming news. So this was the thing, and now we will move on to the next question. So here is your fifth question. Which country pledged USD 150,000 towards United Nations Peacebuilding Fund PFB for 2021 in January 2021? Is it USA, Brazil, France, India, or China? Time for you guys to pause the screen and think of the answer. Okay, let us check the answer. Okay, now the answer to your question is India. On January 27, 2021, India has pledged 150,000 United States dollars to activities of the United Nations Peacebuilding Fund, VFP, for 2021. It was announced by India's permanent representative to the UN Ambassador T.S. Tirumurti during a virtual address to the High-Level Replenishment Conference for the United Nations Peacebuilding Fund. Peacebuilding Fund PBF is the UN's financial instrument to sustain peace in countries or situations at risk or affected by violent conflict. Hope the answer to this question is clear to you, and we will move on to the next question. So here is the question number 6. Recently in January 2021, India's Ministry of Textiles signed an MOU with MS NISSENKEN Quantity Evolution Center. Which country will import Indian textile products as a result of this MOU? Is it Germany, Italy, France, Japan, or Mauritius? Okay, now let us look at the answer to this question. The answer to this question is Japan. On January 27, 2021, the Textile Committee, Ministry of Textiles, Government of India signed Memorandum of Understanding MOU with MS NISSENKEN Quality or Evolution Center, Japan, through video conferencing to increase export of textile and apparel (T&A) to the Japan market. In 2019, Japan was the third largest market for T&A's product in the world, while India was the sixth largest exporter of textile and apparel to the world. So these are a few important things you must note down. You must remember over here, the things to be remembered are like this third largest market for textile and apparel products in the world. In which year? That is 2019. Then again, India was the sixth largest exporter of that textile and apparel to the world. These are the things you must remember always. Okay, so now let us move on to the next question. The next question tells which organization signed a framework for strategic partnership agreement with India to enhance global energy security in Japan 2021. The Energy Information Administration EIA, International Renewable Energy Agency IRENA, International Energy Agency IEA, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Exchange IPCC, International Energy Forum IEF. So now it's time for you to think about the answer. Okay, let us see the answer to this question. The answer to this question is International Energy Agency IEA. On 27 January 2021, Government of India has signed a framework for strategic partnership agreement with the International Energy Agency IEA that will play a crucial role in enhancing global energy security. This initiative will pave the way for India to become a full-time member of IEA's Strategic Cooperation, IEA's Clean Energy Transitions Program (CEPT). Energy security, stability, and sustainability, enhancing petroleum storage capacity in India. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question. The next question tells who recently in Jan 2021 got appointed as the Managing Director MD of State Bank of India. Is it Swaminathan Janakiraman, Ashwini Kumar Tiwari, Ashwini Bhatia? Fourth option tells 1 and 2, and fifth tells 1, 2, and 3. So this is a very confusing question at this point of time. And when you get this such kind of questions, it's very much confusing to opt for which option. So at this point of time, you must stay calm, read each and every option clearly what it tells, especially these options like, especially these kind of options like only 1 and 2, all 1, 2, 3. So you must think, analyze what it tells. So let us now see the answer to this question. The answer to this question is option 4, 1 and 2. The Appointments Committee of the Cabinet ACC has approved the appointment of Swaminathan Janakiraman and Ashwini Kumar Tiwari as new Managing Directors MD of State Bank of India SBI for a period of 3 years. Swaminathan Janakiraman was serving as a Deputy MD Finance of SBI. Ashwini Kumar Tiwari was serving as MD and Chief Executive Officer CEO of SBI Card, a subsidiary of SBI. Hope the answer is clear. Now we'll move on to the next question. The next question tells, what was India's rank among the worst hit countries due to extreme weather events as per as the 16th edition of Global Climate Risk Index CRI 2021, 4th, 7th, 3rd, 9th, or 11th? Now let us check the answer to this question. The answer to this question is 7th. India has improved its ranking to 7th in the 16th edition of Global Climate Risk Index CRI 2021, who suffers most from extreme weather events. Weather-related loss events in 2019 and 2019 from 5th in CRI 2020, which has been released by Germany-based think tank GERMANWATCH. The list has been topped by Mozambique, followed by Zimbabwe. BAHAMAS. The index provides a list of worst hit countries due to extreme weather events in 2000 to 2019. So here also you must remember these few names of the countries and analyze the question, note the names for your examination. And we will move on to the next question, and that is the last question for today's video. We will be getting a following set of questions in the upcoming video. So the 10th question tells, which was the nano satellite designed by the college students that will be launched by ISRO in February 2021? Is it Microsat, Bhaskara, Rohini, YouthSat, or SRISHAKTISAT? Now let us see the answer to this last question. The answer to the last question is SRISHAKTISAT. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO is planning to launch SRISHAKTI satellite, a satellite that was developed by 12 college students with inputs from ISRO. This satellite will be launched into outer space on February 28, 2021. It's a nano satellite weighing just 460 grams. It is used to perform Internet of Things (IoT) in space, then Internet satellite communication. So this is a very interesting topic, as it goes that 412 college students has prepared a satellite just of only 460 grams. And the date is only 28th of February, which is upcoming after your NIFT exam on 14th. So really this will be a thing we all must keep our eyes on. So this was the last question for today, and with this we come to the end of the question answer session. And I will just tell you, like, this is not just about the question answer session. If you're having interest to know about the current affairs, you can follow our channel. You can go through this question and answers. These are just not a set of question and answers. These are just a kind of general knowledge you all must have about, or if you are keen to know what's going on in the world, in India, and not only in India, in every part. So you just can keep track of these things in just very simple short form, or you can tell a sum up of everything in these short videos. So we have got a clear idea about whatever has been discussed in today's class, and hope that has helped you a lot. And whatever you have noted down, you can go through them, go through all our videos, and you can also contact us for any kind of further help for your exams. Okay, so with this we come to the end, and thanks a lot to all of you from Ignite India Education. Hope to see you guys in the next video. You can find us on igniteindiaedu.com. Ignite India, education for all.